need to hear.
Which was?
None of your business.
Last couple, 3 out of 4 losses, what do you have to correct? A lot of things not working. Turnovers, free throws missed, defense, 3-point defense, what do you got to fix?
A lot, as you said. I mean, I think we have to, everyone's attention to details, and that's to answer your first question, has to heighten. You know, it's conference play. It's past the midway point of conference play. Everyone knows what we're doing, how we're doing it. We know what everyone else is doing. So it comes down to execution and communication with each other, which we have to do a better job of. You know, we can't start off slow. We can't dig ourselves a hole like we did the other day. I mean, go back and look at that game, and early on we got easy shots that didn't go in. I mean, and so you can't do that against them. Then all of a sudden they get confidence. But you got to step up. You got to make your shots. You got to make plays offensively and defensively.
I believe in all the Big East losses, you guys have had at least 15 turnovers. Obviously, there's a lot of factors that go into that, but you sense it's more mental or more fundamental, or the reason that the turnovers are piling up?
You know, it's quite honestly, I think it's probably all across the board. You can look at each and every one, which we have, and I don't necessarily think there's a single theme. You know, but we have to do a better job of protecting the ball. We have to be better receivers, particularly in the post, and we have to deliver the ball better.
When you reviewed the tape, do you think you guys were as bad as the score may have indicated? Do you think Villanova was as good as the score indicated?
Yeah. You know, but that being said, I mean, we early on we got down. We had a bad start. I forget what it was, 30 to 13 or 15 or something like that. And then you spend the rest of the game catching up, and that happened fast. So, you know, we can't have the kind of start that we did. We can't have the easy missed shots early that we did. We can't have the turnovers early that we did against good teams.
Your thoughts on Josh's play the last few games, what you guys have been getting out of him?
He has to be better. We have to do a better job of helping him. So I'm not just going to put the onus squarely on his shoulders, but we need more production from him.
Has this Delgado guy kind of shocked you a little bit with his production?
I don't know that I'd say shocked, but that being said, if you asked me in the spring or summer, would he have the kind of year that he's having? Well, if you told me he wasn't, you know, but he's a good player. He works hard. He works very, very hard. He's skilled. He's mobile. And he's got a toughness to him. And so, you know, as you watch each game, it's not shocking. But would I have anticipated this? Not necessarily.
Do you notice any difference between the Seton Hall without Whitehead and the Seton Hall now with Whitehead coming off the bench?
Oh, they just had one game,
3 games now.
Back. He's still settling into his groove. I mean, he's an additional weapon. I mean, obviously, he's a very, very good player, and so he just gives him one more weapon.
John, the last game for you before a long layoff, you've lost 3 or 4. I know every game is important, but you don't want to go into a break having lost 4 or 5, do you? I mean, that's obviously...
No, correct. I mean, it's an important game for us.
You think it's odd this late in the season that double round robin format? You haven't played Seton Hall yet. You haven't played St. John's yet.
Yeah, you know what? When yes, it is odd. And I don't know what the answer to it is or why, but I think everyone's kind of in that category. Like Nova hadn't played Providence yet, and I think who else they haven't played yet. So I think I haven't analyzed all the other 9 team schedule, but I think it is odd, but I think it's consistent. I'm not sure about that.
Last year we talked about the schedule, including with the TV side of things, and there were some concerns. How do you feel now that you're deep into the season? How do you feel the schedule is?
I think it's. I mean, there were some flaws in the schedule last year. I think the conference office has taken steps to this year's. It's better than last year. It's not perfect, but it's better than last year.
When you look at Seton Hall, talk about Carrington and his development.
Yeah, he's good. He can score. He's a natural scorer. You know, he's hard to guard. He's really, really hard to guard. You know, and that's all I would say. He's an offensive threat. He comes in there. He's aggressive and he's effective.
Back on Josh, I mean, just based on his past from last year, the question of effort at times is something maybe you need to ask more, or this I would need to ask more than others. Are you comfortable with where his effort has been the last few games relative to most of the year?
It's got to be better.
John, how much you talk about, or if you do address winning the regular season title, you still have some games left. I mean, you probably need some help to get it, but
Yeah, I mean, we don't have that. That's like we don't have the luxury of sitting back and looking at the end result. We have to focus on the next game, and you've heard me say that for years now. But that's truly where we are. We can't start talking about the regular. No, we need to go up there and play well up in Jersey.
Broader question. I know you're not getting a chance to watch all the games because you've got your own stuff, but you guys have had the last couple of games scoring droughts or field goal droughts, but that's an epidemic across the league. I watched a bunch of games this weekend and all had something like that. Do you sense something this year with college basketball of where that's becoming more and more of a thing that even more than in recent years?
I keep hearing that, so it must be true. If the question is what is the reasons for that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Is the 3-point shot in and of itself sort of, you see more and more teams obviously trying to take advantage of it, but maybe don't have the shooters? Is that shot sort of maybe?
Everyone we play's had them.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
They have to make them that day, so I'm not going to make that statement. I wish I could make that statement.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Any thoughts on Syracuse's postseason ban?
No comment. Many thoughts, no comment.
I apologize. I've missed one practice.